Is it possible to stay ethical and still make money in business? Now, here's how it usually works. You get into business to help people, right? Or to build a better life for yourself. And then you find out how hard it is. And soon after that, you begin seeing these opportunities to grow faster that are possibly less than ethical. Now, when that happens, what do you think most companies do? Well, one of the biggest challenges that fast-growing companies have is staying ethical. And hear me out on this, because it happens to all size companies at some point. And it's like a virus when you give into it. It's the day that you decide to go live with a new marketing piece that you absolutely know is on the edge of being maybe misleading to your prospects. But you think that it's going to convert a lot better and bring in a lot more sales, so you do it. Or it's the day that maybe you decide to flash a big bonus in front of your team, knowing that it's going to drive them to bring in more sales, but also knowing that probably no one on your team is going to actually earn that full bonus. Or maybe it's a day that you push an extra large purchase on a customer, knowing that they can't really afford it or that they don't need your biggest product, but because you think it's going to bring in a little bit more money, you do it. Right? And I could go on and on and on, because there's so many places in business to grow faster if you decide that ethics are not important to you. But there's also so many places in business to grow faster by taking the right actions too. It's just that once you begin taking a few of those unethical actions, that's all you see. Now, we had a client in Club 28 once who had a small supplement company, and he was doing about $1 million a year when I first met him. And he was a really great guy, really eager to grow in the right way, right? Anyway, in a little more than a year, his company grew from $1 million a year to over $30 million a year. And he went from a one-man show to having a full team of A players and a state-of-the-art office. Then he got greedy. And he showed me this new sales piece that he was going to go test. And it was riddled with bullshit. So I told him, hey, listen, if you use that sales piece, you're going to be kicked out of Club 28, because I can't keep working with somebody who isn't ethical. And he did, and he was, right? He used it, and I immediately stopped working with him. Now, that sales page turned out to be his best converting sales page ever. But it was also the one that was riddled with the most refunds and the most chargebacks, and it caused the most challenges for him across the board. And the only way that I even know that is because it started this chain reaction of bad judgment calls on his end that eventually caused a massive decline in his company. And about a year later, he tried to get back into Club 28. And he sent me this really nice long apology letter, right? Listing all the stuff that he did bad and all the stuff that he now needs help with. And obviously he didn't get back in. You see, business people who crave more sales sometimes opt for less than ethical sales tactics. But customers always see through the bullshit. And although the company might wind up making a little bit more money in the short term, they almost always crash very hard very soon afterwards. In business, we have a responsibility to grow and an obligation to grow responsibly. And when we do it the right way, growth comes easier and more predictably and in a far more stable way. But when you do it wrong, when you spend more time trying to cheat instead of trying to follow a proven model, it almost always backfires. So if you're in growth mode, you'll inevitably be challenged by opportunities to grow faster, by taking advantage of others, whether it's your customers or your employees or your investors or your partners, it doesn't make a difference. My challenge to you is this, that you write a list of your core values, both personally and professionally. Things that drive you, deep down drive you. Things that fuel your engine and keep you pushing forward every single day. And once you have that list, even, I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 things, once you have that list, post it somewhere that you're going to see it every day. And if you have a team, then make sure that they see it every day also. Because a company driven by the right set of values always grows. And the best way that I know how to explain values to you is to kind of just share some of our company values with you, if that's cool with you. We have a lot, but there's 7 foundational ones that guide us. The first one is we give before we take. In every situation, we give before we take. If you go to one of our websites, you're not going to get sold something. You're going to get given something first, right? We want to give so that we see that we're on the same page. If you buy from us, we want to be able to over-deliver to you before we ask for an upsell, right? We give before we take in every instance, not just sales, but with employees too. When an employee comes on board with our company, we give, we train, we put them through an extensive training program before we expect anything in return for them. The second value is we value integrity over sales. We will walk away. Everybody on my team, every single person inside of any one of my companies will walk away from a sale if it's not right for the buyer. That's it. Third, we create long-term relationships. That's with our customers, with our vendors, and with ourselves, right? With our team. we create long-term relationships. I want people to plant roots with us in every one of our companies. Fourth, we constantly grow our reach. Now, that could be said a lot of different ways. In fact, a lot of companies say, well, one of our values is that we grow 25% a year, we grow 50% a year, whatever it is. Our values and your values should be written in a way that no matter who sees them, whether it's a customer or a prospect or an investor or you and your team, it should motivate them. The people who see it should see value in it for themselves. If you're saying our company is going to grow by 25% every single year, what do you think your prospects are going to see there? What do you think your customers are going to see there? No benefit for them. Your company growth doesn't benefit them, but a value of we constantly increase our reach. What that's saying to the world is that our goal is to create content and to create this message that constantly is helping more and more and more people. It's helping more people. It's increasing our reach around the globe. It's not increasing just sales. Sales come with increasing our reach, but our goal is to go out there and reach more and more people. Fifth, we seek track records of success over one-time wins. Sixth, we work as a team. No matter what we do, we work as a team. Every single person inside of our corporations, if they see somebody who is struggling inside the business, we help them to become better. We as a team need to succeed. With our prospects, we as a team up with our prospects and our customers to help them reach their goals, right? We are a team with everybody. Seventh, we judge ourselves by our daily actions. Now, we don't judge ourselves by what we think we're going to do or by what we say we're going to do, only by what we consistently do, what our constant daily actions are. And we strive to consistently take the actions that matter, right? Both big and small, every single day. And those are just 7 foundational values of ours. What's just one of your values? Think about it. Something that you truly believe in, that drives you. Maybe in business, maybe in life, I don't care. Something that drives you. Tell me in the comments below. I really want to know exactly what one of your values is. Then, if this is the very first time that you're seeing one of our videos, click the subscribe button and bell notification right down here, right now, and then keep the momentum going by clicking on the next video right over here.